Listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up Radio. Things are getting kinda heated. Think we better take it to the phones. Don't know how we gon' make it. This is the show that goes where you take it.
Where you gonna take it today?
In a minute we'll be ready, cause you know it's on tonight. Ain't no way we gon' forget it. Chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it. Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot. Chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up Radio.
What's going on, people? This is your man Sharp Shot right here on ChopinItUp Radio, on ChopinItUpRadio.com. This is the show that goes where you take it.
We start.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of ChopinItUp Radio. I am Sharp Shot, the Jack of the Radio, along with...
Hey, Miss Zudi in the house. How you guys doing?
And also...
Your man King Buddha the One.
And we are live at Bar 210, y'all. Live at Bar 210. So, we will be here every first and third Thursday of the month. That is continuing, and we expect to see y'all out here sooner or later. Better sooner than later. So, y'all get y'all gas ready and come on out and have some fun with us. You know what I'm saying? Have a ball, be a part of the show physically instead of virtually. All right? What's going on, y'all? What's going on for the week?
What you got now?
Nothing much, man. I'm here, so I'm blessed, you know. Still breathing, still believing.
I'm with you on it.
No.
First day of Black History Month.
Shortest month of the year, but it's okay.
Oh, we got to change that.
Make every
How we
month
gonna change
Black
that?
History Month.
We got to teach our kids Black history every day of
That's
the
right.
year.
That's how you change it.
Every day of the year.
Teach them more than just the basics.
You know what we need to do for this month is shout out Black businesses every day. A different one.
I'm with
That's
that.
up and coming. So if y'all want to
Nothing
shout
wrong
out,
with that.
I'm with
to
that.
us. Yeah.
Well, how'd y'all feel about the how'd y'all feel about the games? How'd y'all feel about the playoffs games? Well, the
You know, I don't watch.
championship.
That's y'all shit. You know, I'm the only man that don't watch football.
Y'all got a new head coach?
So the Commanders got a new head coach. He's actually from Dallas. He played a couple of. He was in a couple of different teams, but I think the last team was from Dallas. He's
the new
the
coach?
defensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm kind of iffy on that. Now, I am happy that the 49ers are in the Super Bowl because I'm huge on supporting the home team and our hometown heroes.
What home team?
The hometown heroes. So Chase Young got traded in the middle of the season, and he ended up going to Dallas.
San Francisco.
I said Dallas. I meant to say San Francisco. He ended up going to the 49ers. And so I'm happy about that because he got traded and he got to go
He got traded from what team, though?
from the Commanders.
But you are a Giants fan.
No, I am a Giants. Did you hear anything I said? I said I'm happy for him. That I will be rooting for the 49ers in the Super Bowl because of him. He's a hometown.
Well, I ain't a big sports fan, but I'm rooting for the 49ers because that was my father's team. Rest in peace, Pops. But that was my father's team, so it's everything 49ers for me just because of him. But
Okay.
I like the Commanders because I'm from here. I like the Wizards because I'm from here. But you know what would be funny? When y'all women get to talking about sports, and I just be over here like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got this little joke going around about the weird nigga. People make fun of me because I don't play video games and I don't watch sports. Only sport I watch is boxing. That's it.
at all? Never, or?
I mean, I watch it like when the fellas come over. We had the food going and all that, and yeah, Curry, go Mark, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I don't know who the fuck that is. That ain't my shit. That ain't my shit.
I can dig that. I mean, sports ain't for everybody, but I'm not a real big sports person myself either. But I can fake it till I make it and follow enough.
But niggas be mad though. Like y'all be mad about that shit.
Yes, I'm a sports fan because I'm a daddy's girl.
No, that's because you just watching niggas run up and down in tights and all that shit. You're not into the game for
Who's
real.
not into the game?
You're not. You're not.
No.
I don't think women are really into the game. What? Y'all just watching the men and know everything about him and his salary cap and all that shit. Get out of here.
No. That. Into the game. No,
Is this just my shit doing that?
What?
Or is that what's happening in real time? I've been spinning for a minute.
I'm not sure.
Young Millie!
So we got Young Millie in the building. That's your mic right there, sir. So we got Young Millie in the building. He will be handling the comments and the crowd control. Say what's up, Young Millie.
What up? It's your boy Young Millie, as always, hottest nigga with the coldest rhyme.
That's it. That's it.
So we were talking about the playoff games this past week, and I was saying that I was happy that the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl because you're gonna be playing. And,
You a 49ers fan?
Nah, he just looked like Chase Young.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, mine is about like a foot and a half and 150 pounds.
We be joking with him saying he looked like Chase Young because of the blonde dreads.
You know what my issue always been with football? And I know y'all fellas gonna dog me for this. I always felt them motherfuckers make too much money for playing a game.
What?
Versus, no, don't get me wrong. I feel athletes make so much money for playing a game, but you got doctors and firefighters and police people that barely make enough, and teachers that barely make enough money to make a living. That shit always bother me about sports. I know y'all not gonna feel that shit, but
No, I feel you on that.
that's crazy.
I feel you on that. I mean, we pay a hell of a lot of taxes, and the most important people are so underpaid.
Yeah, and that's whole juice now. Canelo ducking. I don't know about that. I don't think it's. I think it's a strategic move. We gonna see. Because Canelo don't duck wreck. I think this is more strategic.
Okay.
I think that's more strategic, Juice. But go ahead.
Okay.
No, but I was just saying, yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the most underpaid, are the ones that are most critical. Now, doctors and lawyers and all, they get the big bucks too.
Yeah.
They do get big bucks.
They
but-
really don't though.
They do.
Let me tell you what I always thought.
They do.
So let me tell you what I always thought. I never knew. My wife just hit me to this because I just started going to the doctor getting my health together about a good 4 years ago. As a black man, I do it. I go to the doctor every 6 months. Shout out to the brothers going to the doctor every 6 months. Keep up the good work. But I just found out that a doctor gets a fucking paycheck. I thought doctors like that was their shit. So the doctors work for the fucking hospital.
Of course.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, unless
have
it's a
your own
private
practice.
practice.
I thought it was like Bill Cosby,
He
you know
had
what
his
I'm
own
saying?
practice.
Nah, I mean private.
He had his own private.
They was coming to his house.
Private
practice.
So when you got a private practice, then you kind of get the checks. But when you're like a emergency doctor, a surgeon, things of that nature, then you work for the hospital.
Yeah, like my doctor that I go
Get a lot of
to,
money.
he gets a paycheck from MedStar.
Correct.
because he works in that network.
Yes, but he's
Now he made
but
so
he
that's the
still makes a
thing
lot of
too.
money.
That's a difference too. So MedStar is like a whole huge. I may be saying the wrong network and conglomerate, right?
Yeah,
so
I know.
They
Yeah.
pretty much got hospitals. They do have hospitals, and those doctors get that check cut from the hospital. But then when you come to the more smaller ones, like a specialist or something, well, no, they still get paid by. They still get paid by. Yeah, they still get paid.
They don't get paid with a fucking basketball player, football
No,
player.
they don't.
And they saving your motherfucking life.
Some of them do, though. Some of them do.
So yeah, depends
some
on if you a
people
surgeon.
probably-
Yeah, you a surgeon.
Oh yeah, if you getting that butt lift and them that tummy tuck and all that, you gonna pay for that.
Now,
No, brain
teachers.
surgeons get that money too.
Yeah, teachers
Live a
are
life.
Anesthesiologists, they like making
Teach. I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear nothing.
When they gonna come out with something for us? They got the BDL. They need to come out with the BDL.
They do have that.
I'll be the first in line.
They do have that, though.
Give me one of them motherfucking horse joints. Give me that one right there.
You can get that.
How much it cost?
$10,000.
10 stacks. And I can get a horse dick.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work like that.
So
You can get what you want.
real quick, I brought up the Chase Young thing because I wanted to. So they saying that they may not play him for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I saw
Because
that.
so 49ers considering benching star defensive lineman for the Super Bowl due to lack of effort. So they trying to say he had lack of effort because there was a lineman who was getting through the hole and I guess kind of punking him. You watch that game, Millie?
Nah, I didn't get to see that game actually.
And I'm gonna have to watch the highlights on YouTube. But I think that was like,
Who, when they played Detroit?
yeah, when they played Detroit.
I mean, some people you just can't stop. So you can't.
I mean, go ahead, say what you guys say. Come on. So we got introduce yourself. Well, you can't be seen, so don't worry about that.
That's cool.
Introduce yourself.
They call me Squilla.
Squilla.
Check this out. It's a Washington Redskin tradition. You know, you get the money and go, and things like that. And you show off for the Skins and things like that. But when you don't want to be there no more, you tag up lame. And you remember Albert Hainsworth? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Titan at first, and he was all NFL and everything, right? He went to the Skins and got a little bit more money and things. So it's kind of a reverse situation, but still, anyone who kind of goes to the Washington organization, that's how they kind of run. It's like you get your dough and run. You would think since his homegrown talent, you would think he would have had the love, but I don't know. That game was kind of fugazi, and there's a reason that the Skins gave him up because they didn't get shit for him. So, I don't know. Like, what I mean? Like, he did kind of show like a lack of effort or what they need. They brought him there to kind of solidify the ring, and them benching him. That's an indictment on what they think about the guy. You don't get a guy like that just to sit his ass for the Super Bowl.
I totally agree. Now I'm gonna say this too. With Washington, back when Dan Snyder was running things, I'm hoping things change moving forward. But they always got old ass players, and then
I don't think you should be able to speak on the Redskins. You're a Giants fan. Like, speak on them.
But I'm
That's another thing that get me about sports.
I can speak on because
Nah, you shouldn't do that.
we're talking about this team. So
you have no right.
I say
You're out of line.
I say,
Yeah, you're out of
I'm out of line. We're all out of line.
You're out of line.
So, but I say, just you look at every player that's come, like Cousins. Cousins was a great quarterback, and I think that Washington helped develop him. But then he went to Minnesota and beasted the fuck out. Every player that comes from here that goes somewhere else, this is a huge stepping stone, and then they just beast the fuck out.
What's so funny? Y'all motherfuckers couldn't remember the periodic table to save your life, but you can remember all these niggas' names that play for these teams. That shit's
and
weird.
I'm surprised that I remember.
That shit's
like I
weird,
said,
man.
I'm not a sports dude, but now moving on. And this is something that I want Kim's input on. So Maryland lawmakers, service workers gathered ahead of One Fair Wage Act hearing. So there's a hearing going on. So the mayor of Maryland passed the act to where tip workers.
The mayor or the governor?
Governor, I'm sorry, the governor. My bad. Governor Westmore, my bad. Governor Westmore passed a law to where tip workers would get minimum wage, which is now $15. Now they trying to add.
That's good.
Yeah. Now they trying to add on $15 plus tips, and so you got a lot of the tip workers that are kind of upset. It's going both sides of the fence, but you got a lot of tip workers that are upset because they that's going to take away from us making tips. Now, if you good, you good. If you
It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if I as a business
Kim, I can't hear you. My bad. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I got to enforce these rules. I'm sorry because what you guys say is important.
I feel like if a business has to increase their revenue, then the prices of their products are going to go up.
Definitely.
Which means if the prices of the products going to go up, the amount of money that the customer leaves for tips is going to go down. Now, unless, people already tip low now.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're really going to not tip then, but I mean, at least your tip workers are going to get a paycheck now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that.
And the tip, though, because they're adding the tip now. They fighting. That's what they fighting for, to add the tip as well. I don't agree with adding the tip because as a former service worker, waiter, whatever you want to call it, it was all on how well I did and my your personality.
Right, but you would get paid more if you were to get paid by tips. Because think about it.
Yeah, of course.
In 1 hour, you could have 4 tables that leave you $25. So you just made $100 an hour as opposed to the $15 an hour you're going to get from your employer.
Oh.
And the menu was raised. So now instead of these people paying $50, they're going to be paying $75, and they're going to tip less because the price of the products that they consumed has went up.
Yeah, unless they're the type of person that say, okay, well, I know the proper etiquette and I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, but everybody don't do that.
No, I know.
I'm not saying it ain't fair, but I used to go out with my mom, and my mom used to be like, "I got a tip." Yes, you have to tip. These people work for tips. But she don't. She got a set standard, and that's what she getting.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I definitely understand. That's why I wanted to bring it up because it's like you being.
I mean, you damned if you do, and you damned if you don't.
Yeah, but you consider yourself being in the service industry, even though you're running shit. You're still in the service industry.
Absolutely.
So when you serve somebody, and you make that bomb ass. Tell me one of your specialties.
Anything.
So these people know. No, one of the bar 210 specialties. You gotta throw that out there. One of the bar 210 specialties. What's one of the bar 210 specialties?
We got a black cock special.
What the fuck?
Okay. We got the Tasha Sunrise. We got some bomb ass chicken wings.
Throw it out there, girl.
Yeah, whatever you get.
The wings is good as shit. Stamp that on some big boy shit. The wings about 210 is bomb and shit. Every time I'm getting wings every time.
But I mean, my thing is this: if the powers that be want to raise the minimum wage, then they need to lower the taxes for the businesses.
I agree. I would
because at the end of the day, the businesses are the ones who's taking a hit. Because first of all, if you got to raise your prices to meet the requirement to pay these people, then will the same people still come out and patronize your business because your prices went up? Because people complain anyway that prices are too high certain places. But now you got to pay this person this much. And I mean, I'm not against it at all. I'm just saying, when is the businesses going to reap any of the benefits of that?
Yeah.
Everything is. I see everything going up right now, though. I went to everything. So I'm a rotisserie lover. I live up. I'm gonna get them rotisseries from Giant or Costco. The motherfuckers used to be $5.
Costco's still $5.
Shit, you shitting me?
That rotisserie chicken.
On what? On Tuesday.
I bought a rotisserie chicken over the weekend and it was $5. I still paid $5.
You ain't pay no $5.
I swear to God.
That motherfucker was left over from Tuesday.
No, it wasn't. I had to wait. No, hold up. I had to wait for the guy to take the rotisserie joints out of the thing and put it on the. I was mad as shit because I had to wait, but I wasn't gonna go home without that motherfucker. That's for sure.
Everything has gone up, and the rotisseries done got smaller, and the prices went up.
Going up.
And I'm like, come on, man, we got to get it together, man.
Now, real quick, I want to go through this because this was funny. So, Florida mom defends OnlyFans ad on car after complaint from parents at a Christian school. So, basically, there's a mom at a Christian school who does OnlyFans. She got her OnlyFans. She got an advertisement on the back of her car. And so, the school now is saying, okay, so you got that OnlyFans joint on. You can't park in the school parking lot with that OnlyFans on. Ad on your car.
She should not.
Fuck it.
Well, she doesn't work for the school.
Because you said that kind of fast. She's a parent.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. She's a parent.
She's a parent.
She got OnlyFans on her car.
She got an OnlyFans ad on her car. On the back of the car.
You can't tell people where to park.
Even if she works, let her be great. What the fuck? OnlyFans, let her be great.
But you don't need that around the kids.
That ain't no different.
Yes. And
So-
out of school.
The kids are going to go onto her site and be like, oh, Miss Johnson, I seen your ass last night.
They can't get on there unless they got a credit card.
They have their parents' credit
Then they
card.
gonna learn. Listen, the kids gotta learn.
They saying it's inappropriate for the kids to see that. So I thought that was rather really funny to me.
But do you feel it's an issue? I don't feel it's a problem.
Me personally, yes. I feel it's a problem because I don't want my children to see a OnlyFans ad on a parent's car. Like, come on, when you go.
So what is it that you don't want them to? Your kid, you don't want your kid to see another person that has nothing to do with them have an OnlyFans decal on their car.
The decal, if it's showing provocative.
What are you hiding from your kid?
What am I hiding from my kids? Yeah.
So all y'all that's having an issue with this,
decal, like,
It's like her ass through the gut or something.
yeah.
no, it's a decal that say OnlyFans with her name on it.
Have you seen it?
I saw it.
No.
Her picture ain't on there. Her body ain't on
It got a
there.
link to the OnlyFans on it.
It just says
It says
OnlyFans.
Nah, it got the link on it, but they blurred the link out.
Yeah,
But
so what the fuck?
on her car, it has the link though.
Okay.
So they
That's
can just
trying to-
scan it and it can go on there?
You just type it.
But yet
like,
you will turn
I don't know
around
how
and
old she is
you'll
talking,
support
you know?
some other bullshit. See, that's my.
But what's the
whole
other
thing.
bullshit though? What's the
I
other?
mean-
Because I may not support it. What's the other bullshit?
I mean, just in general. So they worried about this woman having a OnlyFans decal on her car, dropping her child off to school, right? Fuck the fact that
not
she's dropping her
dropping
child
them. Well, she be
off.
parked
She's
in
taking
my
care of her child. Is the child taken care of? Child coming to school?
I don't know.
It ain't none of their business what's going on that OnlyFans. First of all, with OnlyFans, you got to go on it to see the content.
But if the
Yeah, I
link
get
is on
that.
the card, then somebody's going to go and click on the link.
Thank you, because OnlyFans is not just for sexual content.
It's not. It is for.
But
different
again,
things.
that's how niggas' mind work.
These assholes.
Everybody in here
These
immediately thought, oh, she's a whore because she got an OnlyFans. Yeah, stop the judgment, people.
So did somebody look at it and was it a sexual
They,
page?
they never
Stop the
said. They never
judgment.
said if anybody looked at it.
Let's stop the judgment.
I didn't get that. I didn't
Look,
get that.
read some of them
I must have looked
comments.
at some of
There
these
you go.
What was
comments.
some of the
All right,
comments?
so Chanel said, people get those decals for money. That doesn't mean she is on. People get those decals for money. That doesn't mean she is on OnlyFans. Nicole said, but you allow your kids free range to the internet.
I know that's right.
Now that's something that I don't
And then
agree with.
Cherie said,
Yeah.
so what if it was an ad for a sex toy company she was working for? Or a
never-
male stripper ad? Would that be? She's saying, would that be okay?
No. That would be
you-
inappropriate.
Either way.
Jew said that's judgmental. And it is. I mean, let that woman be great.
But if it's at a Christian church school, they're just saying don't bring it inside the parking lot.
Okay, so if you're dropping your child off at school, you're going to not promote you're going to take your Zooty treats off your car?
No.
So what the fuck?
But I'm not going to have a link to it either.
Ain't no
have a link
difference.
on there.
It ain't no difference.
It's like, yeah, about to say.
Yeah, it's no difference.
Sometimes I'm on the way
So
to
what-
work and I drop off my kids.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you know what I do for a living, but it's probably not nothing people are.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you're right.
I ain't with that. That's judgmental.
Okay.
Judgmental as shit. But at the end of the day, as long as she wasn't doing anything to affect the children's learning and things like that, and it wasn't, nothing that they could see and everything, that's on the people. Just her having her link and things like that, that's on you at that point. So if you follow that link, that's your business. In my line of work, the clothes, like right now, my hoodie and my Scully, it promotes essentials in Washington D.C.
Right.
I don't promote it to no teachers or secretaries, or I don't say anything about it. Even my email is like that, and I use another email just so they don't know. But it's out of respect, so I don't want them doing, fucking around with kids. You know what I'm saying? Man, look at this guy. and what I do.
Essentials, that's a clothing brand, too.
Yeah, that's true. It's a clothing brand, but my essentials is
Something different.
more holistic, a little more natural. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we could talk offline about that, but yeah.
Okay.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what's up. That's up. We'll put that on. So what you speaking on today, Buddha?
Huh?
I said, what you speaking on today, my brother?
Man. First and foremost, I want to talk about the carjacking that's been going on. It's done got crazy out here. And Buddha Speaks Today, I'm putting one thing out there for y'all, and I know a lot of people got different feelings about it, but I'm advising all you ladies and gentlemen that can, go get your concealed carry. Go get it. You need it. I don't know if y'all know about Tuesday's activities. This young nigga was playing real life Grand Theft Auto. He carjacked like 4 or 5 people before the police finally caught up with him. He started uptown and ended up all the way in Maryland, carjacking people, killed one person. And these weak dudes, they targeting women They targeting men too, but they really targeting the women. So I need y'all to go get that concealed carry. Now understand, when you get your concealed carry, that don't mean you ain't gonna have no issues once you shoot it. You still gonna have to go to court. You learn your law. Make sure you in your rights when you pull it, and don't pull it unless you're gonna use it. But I'd rather see y'all hard-working women and men that got y'all life and head on straight. I'd rather see y'all protect yourself than be a victim.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah, you're going to. Go ahead.
definitely learn your laws so you won't get caught up. And then just like also, remember, did you see the young lady who was riding around stabbing people along Central Avenue and Ritchie Road and all that shit too? So another.
Was she jumping out the car?
Yeah, she was going around stabbing people. Random people. But like I was saying,
she hit somebody with a car, stabbed a couple people too. That was crazy.
But like I was saying, go get your concealed carry. The laws are very simple. You have the right to defend yourself and protect yourself as long as it's within the means. If this person is trying to cause bodily harm to you and has the means to do it, you got the right to bust their ass. Now, you can't go shooting the motherfucker just because they throwing hands with you. Don't get it twisted.
We got to call her real quick. Caller, you are on the air. Chopping It Up Radio. Can you hear us? You on the air? Can you hear us? Hello. We can't hear you. Give us a call back.
Yeah, so just make sure you within your means. Get that thing though, man. Protect yourself, cause it's crazy out here. And if you is it set up?
Yeah, set up. Chopping It Up Radio, you on air?
Hello.
Yo, for some reason it's not going.
Phone lines ain't working right now, so we ain't gonna worry about that.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, seriously, but that's right. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I got shit to live for, and I'm gonna tell you straight up and down. And I don't want to give you no bad advice, but I'm gonna give you my opinion on this part. This is just my opinion, so don't say I told you to do this. But even if you don't have your concealed carry, protect yourself, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna say no more.
Oh, your life is important,
and that's what Buddha speaks on right there.
Your life is important. So
leave that right there. So don't worry about that. Leave that right
there. So
that must have been Juice trying to call.
It might have been. Let me ask y'all a question. We all deal with a lot of business, and we frequent different businesses, things of that nature. And we make appointments, all that. What do you feel is the most appropriate way to handle business as far as having a business conversation? Would you rather do it over the phone? Would you rather do it over the text message, or in person? And the reason why I ask is because I had dealing with a gentleman who I needed some furniture cleaned, and we strictly went through text message. I called the number and he's like, yeah, leave a message or shoot me a text. So I left a message and I shot the text, and he texted me back. But to be quite honest, for me, I don't like to do text. I'd rather at least talk to you once or twice over the phone.
So did you say that to him?
Yeah, I did. Like, look, give me a call, and I think he did give me a call. We talked briefly, but I had dealt with him in the past as well. But he just kept text messaging, and like I said, just me personally, I'd rather do business at least have one conversation over the phone versus text messaging the whole time when it comes to my money.
I don't know. I guess for me, it depends on the relationship that I have with that person. If it's a first-time relationship, then it's definitely a face-to-face. We need to be able to discuss it. But if you're like a repeat customer, sometimes people are busy or where they're not able to be on their phone, so they do texts or emails. So for me, as far as business.
Yeah, I feel.
I think it depends on what type of business we handling. Are we talking, there's certain things ain't going to cause for me to need to talk to you face-to-face on the phone. Depends on the business. So I gotta know what type of business we talking about. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about some money and making some money and all that, and we gonna eat together, yeah, we need to sit down, man to man or man to woman, and we need to face to face. And I need to feel your vibe, your aura, and I need to learn about you. You need to learn about me. Now, if you talking about just coming to clean my car or clean my rug or some shit like that, then yeah, we could do a text message and an email. So it all depends on what the business is at hand for me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, well, no, again, when it comes to me spending my money, I want to talk to you face to face.
I can dig it.
I mean, not face to face necessarily, but at least over the phone.
Let me get into some of these comments. So Julio says, in person always. And Cherie says, in person, some text can be misinterpreted.
Hey, that's funny. She said that.
Go ahead.
That's funny she said that, because I've always been I feel like I can feel when a motherfucking energy change in a text message, and you might be wrong. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So how can you tell? But go ahead.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Like, I think that through email and text message, well, email is definitely, a lot of people do email because they want to keep a paper trail. I totally agree with that. So they want to keep a paper trail. So that's why a lot of people prefer to do a lot of business over email, especially when it gets to the nitty gritty. But there needs to be at least one phone conversation for me. Now, when it comes to personal conversations and handling personal things, again, I am old, so I prefer over the phone.
Wasn't you just pointing about something?
No, huh?
You was pointing at something.
No, I'm just using my hands. My bad. No. But yeah, I prefer over the phone because a lot of things get misconstrued in text messaging. But speaking to somebody from the younger generation that prefers, what do you prefer, Memmy?
Like I said, it's very situational, but I feel like you said, when it comes to actually, if I'm discussing something I guess my first time dealing with someone, Ms. Zudi said, I don't really know you that well. And just going also along with what Cherie said about how text can be misinterpreted, I would prefer to be on the phone. Like I said, it's maybe just be one call. If I'm calling you to set up some, we call, talk, so we can lay some ground, get a common ground understanding, and then from that point to where once we built up everything and we know it is what it is, then we can just carry on through text or email at that point.
I can dig it.
Okay.
I agree. All
right. So my question to you guys is, I've had a situation whereas when you tell someone that you forgive them, are you still able to bring that back up? Is that forgiveness? Like, if you say, I forgive you, are you still able to bring that back up?
A woman can.
At any particular time.
In women rules, you can.
Yeah.
In a man's world, we don't bring it back up if we say we forgive you.
But that's not
But
true.
in a woman's world, you're going to hear about the shit. You're going to hear about the shit you did on July 8th at 4:44 when the window was cracked and you was eating some pistachios and a lady in a green shirt was walking across the street. You're going to hear about that shit. Women do that. Men don't.
That's the situation is vice versa.
Well, you might be dealing with something a little different. Check, make sure ain't no flap down there. Because, man, we want to forget. We know you don't never forget. You forgive, but you never forget. But we try our damnedest to forget past the bullshit, especially when we the ones that fucked up.
But do you guys, if we've hurt your feelings, if we hurt your feelings for whatever reason, and then something happens again later, you're telling me that y'all don't bring that past thing up?
Fuck no.
Mike,
Nah, sometimes I do, because my wife will bring some shit back up. And then when I bring some shit back up within the same conversation, she get mad. I'm like, how you gonna get mad? You brought some shit up. I can't bring nothing up.
That's matching energy, Mike.
So
I'm working on myself.
Don't match that energy.
You're right.
Is it okay to say, I don't forgive you for this because at the moment I know I'm gonna bring it up. So I can't say that I forgive you because once I say I forgive you, I can no longer bring that back up in the conversation.
Well, if you ain't forgiving me while we on it, if you ain't forgiving me while we here, that's my thing. Once something go down and it's over with, I'm not bringing that shit back up because it's gonna be messy. Let that shit go. You're already not gonna forget it. So just don't bring the shit up.
Can I reiterate your question and
Go
say,
ahead.
can we say no, I don't forgive you, and it still get resolved?
Of course,
Yeah.
you have free will, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
All right, then. You don't have to forget. See, this is where people get it twisted. And men and women, real quick. This is some shit.
Go ahead.
If you don't forgive a motherfucker, then don't forgive them right there and just let it go. Let them go. Let the situation go. If you don't forgive them, let it go.
But is
And
it easy
again,
to
don't
just let
act
it
like
go?
you want to forgive them because you ain't ready to let the situation go. You got to make a choice.
But why do you have to make that choice right then and there? Because you're making that choice out of her.
Because you know about it now. Come on.
But you can't force somebody to choose to make a decision because you want them to make the decision right then and there, because they have to have time to be able to process whatever it is. So if
Right.
they're not ready to forgive you at that moment, you can't say, oh, just let it go. I'm not ready to forgive you because I need to process this hurt or whatever you did to me to decide whether or if not I can move forward.
Good. Over
Can we,
conversation.
let's get some caveats in here. So can we get some examples of forgivable, unforgivable? Excuse me, all that type of stuff. Can we get, what I mean? Because we're talking kind of like around whatever, but
Yeah,
what
I
exactly
can dig it.
is forgivable, unforgivable? What is a good time frame for all these type of things? Because pissing on the toilet seat and getting
Well,
caught
let's
with
be
rubbers in the
realistic.
car is
At
totally
the end of
different.
the day, for a woman, it's going to be the nigga cheated. Is she going to forgive him or not? For a woman, I would say she went out and got pregnant. Is the nigga going to forgive her because it ain't his? You got different scenarios. But and usually it's levels to the shit. But with me, it's no greater sin. Unless you're talking about, I take that back, because it is some greater sins. If you're talking about hurting children and hurting people and all that, that's the unforgivable. But people make mistakes. And us as men, I think we got to learn, again, fellas ain't going to want to hear it. These women, they forgive us. They don't forget, but a lot of women, they take our shit and they take us back. But we won't do the same. Because you know damn well when you go out there and you fuck around, you might be trying to give her better dick than you was giving your woman at home. You trying to give her the best dick. And a woman can eat that shit and forgive you, bro. But let that woman go suck that man off and fuck him and let him hit him. We go and hit the roof. We hit the roof. So we got to be fair in this game of life if we going to try to play that game. That's why I say get out the game.
But it also.
But why is it
not,
different? How's it
though.
different?
Just because she received the dick and we give the dick?
So Squilla said it's a little bit different. How is it
How is
different?
it
I'm not trying to cause it, but it is like technically real quick. It's kind of like a double standard. 9 times out of 10, hey, guys go out. We all could go out, and y'all know what it is when we all go out.
Yeah.
Simple as that. 9 times out of 10, these girls actually like these guys that they're actually trying to get with and shit like that. That's why they're fucking them. Like we can all go out and find some girl that just smiles at us. We can fuck them. That ain't about nothing and shit. Like, the girl actually that's the dagger, because the girl actually likes them, and she's probably doing the shit that you asked for. Like a motherfucker to the other guy, because she knows you asked for that shit. Hold it together. Try to hold it together. But you know what I mean. So it's totally different. It's totally different.
But to me, I'm like, but if you're doing the exact same for the other person, that's a double standard.
What you mean, Donnie?
That's
What
a
do you
double
mean?
standard. If you're going out there doing all the freaky shit to the random chick that you're not doing with your significant other, but then she does. But you don't necessarily have to like somebody.
So do you go out? Okay, well, let me ask this. As a human being, when you have sex, are you dumbing down your sex just because you're not with the person that you normally have sex with?
No.
You're going to give it your fucking good college go every time, right?
Some people.
What the fuck? You're not going to dumb down the dick just because it ain't your girl. That's why I say just don't play the game,
you give
man.
the best dick that you've ever given to this random chick, but yet
I don't live like that, but every time I go to play ball, I'm trying to fucking win the game.
So why are you not doing that at home?
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you not doing that at home?
That's what I just said. Every time.
Okay.
I didn't say not at home. I said every time. But I'm only doing it at home now because you tried to play with me. I'm only doing it at home. No, because you asked the Murray man, why you ain't doing that at home? Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit. No, I only do it at home. But what I'm saying is, when a man go to hit, he not, let me go give her this mediocre dick. You do that? Who does that?
But again, so how is that a double standard? If the woman gives her, I'm going to
life is a double standard for men and women. And when I say that, we can't change it. Like, you're supposed to walk on what side of the street when we're walking?
The inside.
The inside. Why?
For protection.
For protection of what?
If a car hit
If a car hit me,
or
it don't hit you. That's a double standard for your motherfucking ass, right?
Yeah.
All right then. So don't. This is my thing. Don't let double standards. Don't let double standards only be convenient for you. You got to take the inconvenience with it too.
So again, but y'all say that it's different for women. So that's what I'm saying. It can't be a double standard. If y'all go out and cheat and you allow us, or we allow you to forgive you, then you should forgive us.
We should. I agree with that. No, I feel like that. And that's something men got to work on. We just don't do it. It's harder for us because we know that you've been submissive to another man. Don't no man want to imagine his woman being pinned down and dicked down with beads of sweat on her forehead from another nigga.
We see that in our mind.
See it.
Yeah, we see it.
And she wanted it. And we know.
Yeah.
Right. We know when a woman do it, she wanted it. Now, for a pimp ass nigga, if I was, at some point, everybody had their pimping days. It's all right for another man to hit your woman because you was really on some different shit. But once you fall in love and you loving on this person, that's different. You don't want to imagine that,
Let's get into some comments real quick.
All right, so Cherie said, no, you can't bring it back up because that means you didn't forgive them. You're supposed to forgive but not forget. Move on if you can't truly forgive. Julio said, I don't give a fuck if you hurt my feelings that bad. I'm out. Sharice also said, maybe not true closure on the issue because he or she didn't get the response or answers they need to move on. Mm-hmm. Julio said that comes with maturity.
You got to figure out how to close.
Keep going. You got some more.
I got you. Lisa said, I think that if either person continues to bring it up, that means they aren't over the hurt or the situation. And then Chanel said, you can't force someone to make a decision when things are fresh. Let them work through it in their time, not yours. And
I would agree with that.
Sharice also said maybe the person is still doing the thing they forgave them for. So it's really not an old issue. Some people do the same old trick in a new way. Chanel said, if you are my spouse and have a stronger sexual connection with someone else, then that's who you need to be with. Cherie said, sometimes you have a stronger sexual connection with your side piece compared to your significant other, so the sex may be better.
Why would that be, though?
Why would that be? That's how it be.
That's how it be.
Fuck?
What do you mean?
I'm not playing.
What do you mean
I'm ask the question. Why would that be?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you handle that one.
Why would that be?
I'm gonna let you handle that one.
You go.
Go ahead.
No. I'm a tag team. Pause. Go ahead.
No, I mean, well, first of all, the reason why it may be better is because A, is taboo. And we all know anything taboo is usually better. Okay? It's something new. It's exciting. It's a lot to it. It's no ties to it. It's a lot. So that's why it may be better. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna say about it. I don't.
Or you're not getting that from at home.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. That's not it. Okay. And that's usually what a man to try to put it on, but that's bullshit. Come on. There's just wanting your cake and eat it too, and
But you don't think that plays a part?
No, that does play a part.
I think that plays a part.
Oh, definitely. If she ain't taking care of you sexually at home, you got a bigger problem. You shouldn't be having no side piece. You got a bigger problem. A side piece ain't the answer to your woman not taking care of you at home.
So what are you supposed to do?
Communicate. I think that's what people do. Work it out. Work on something. Because if she's not, first of all, you got to see, I ain't a professional, but I got a little bit of sense. If your woman ain't fucking you right at home, you need to make sure that she still wants to fuck you. First of all, make sure that she's still attracted to you. Find out what's going on. Because just running out going to get another job, that ain't the answer. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just trying to bring shit out.
I wouldn't. I think if your woman not taking care of you sexually at home, and especially if she used to give you some good pussy and head and all that, and it stopped, yeah, there's something going on, bro. Now, if the sex was never great, then you just picked some bad pussy. Yeah. But if it used to be great and it stopped, then it's deeper than.
Getting older too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when getting older, no, because I heard that women hit their 40s and they really getting their sexual peak.
Dr. Oz had a sponge and he showed how wet the shits get every 10 years.
But I heard when a woman get in her 40s,
She do.
she's in her height of her sexual peak.
That's cool. They can barely have kids. Isn't that a bitch?
Yeah, but when they in their 40s and just want to lay in the bed and read books all day,
No.
then you need to worry about something. They might not be attracted to you no more.
Read books all day?
Yeah, they might not be attracted to you.
You said the one that read books all day.
If they just want to lay around and don't have sex and all that, you got to worry about that. You don't think
Got a
so?
comment from
If
Sharice.
a woman don't want to have sex with you no more, y'all together.
Oh, something you did. Something you
Possibly
were
too.
doing.
That a lot of shit. So if you did something in the past, it could be
That goes back to forgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah, why the fuck you ain't leave?
That is true. It could be some dumb shit. I'm gonna let you get to that comment. It could be some dumb shit.
Sometimes it's hard for someone to be able to just get up and leave.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I'm not sticking around if I don't want to fuck you no more. I'm gone.
But what do you mean by dumb shit? Like,
Well, I'm sorry. Let me not say dumb shit. It could be something to where it's okay. Your woman felt disrespected or something like that.
so do you apologize? Like, do you like?
Good.
No. that's
Of
what I'm
course, of course, you but some people just don't. They'll hide it for a while until they get fed up, and then they'll say something. You got to kind of guess what the fuck is going on. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is?
saying. But you shouldn't have to do that. That's where there's
You
a lack of
shouldn't, no.
communication going on. That you need to
I agree. You shouldn't. But go ahead, Skrilla.
All right. Just take this little Snapple fact. All right.
Yeah.
Divorce rate in America. We're not even gonna go into like the demographics of money and stuff like that because it's kind of crazy when you go into like how much people earn in their divorces.
Right.
We'll just keep it flat across the board. It's about 55 to 58%, and out of that, about 85% of those are initiated by the woman.
Yes.
And now that 85%, about the same 85% of the men are blindsided by it.
You know
They
why?
didn't see that shit
But
coming.
I don't think that's necessarily
Not
true.
saying
No.
that it would be
That's
somebody
true.
like me. I can't speak on other guys who gets divorced because I'm not. But I'm saying that those are things that happen because just being quiet, because the woman being quiet or whatever, the guy walking on eggshells because he doesn't know what to do, what to say, whatever, and it could have been over some, like you said, some bullshit, and that shit festers for years, and next thing you know, she's just not happy.
No,
And-
because you get so the thing is with women is we get quiet when we've had enough. When we've said it enough times to the point where it's now time we're mentally checked out.
Now, is that? Do
Like-
you think that's conducive?
If we've told you
Getting
the issue-
quiet. Hold on. Now this is where y'all trip me out because y'all the communication queens. We want it. Y'all need to communicate.
we've
Hold on. Let me
communicated
finish, and I'm gonna let you
multiple
down. I'm gonna let you
times.
talk. I'm gonna let you finish. You just said something. We get quiet and we mentally check out. Y'all want communication so bad. So if you want communication so bad, how is getting quiet the answer?
So again, that's why you didn't hear what I said before.
Oh, I'm
that.
sorry. Let
I
me
said because if we get quiet after we've told you multiple times and there's still no results, that's where the communication comes in. We've told you what the situation. Women, we're going to tell you what's wrong multiple times in multiple different ways. And if there's no change, that's when we get quiet and that's when we start to mentally check out. Because now we feel like you don't give a fuck because you haven't tried to change.
All right, so when you mentally check out, and see, this is the thing. When you mentally check out, because I hear women, y'all use that word a lot. When a woman mentally checks out, but y'all don't fucking go nowhere.
Oh, I do.
If you mentally check out, roll. Don't sit around and just be mentally checked out. You know why you ain't checked that? You know why you ain't left all the way? And this is just my personal opinion. Because you still there for a reason beyond love. That's why you ain't left.
It could be kids. It could be anything that's time because even you said before, it's hard for people to leave relationships, especially if you're married, especially if you have children involved.
And I totally agree with that. But on the second hand, if I no longer love you, I can roll. When I say it's hard to go, I mean it's hard to go because you still love that person. We're not gonna twist my words. I say it's hard for a person to leave when they still have love. But if you're mentally checked out, you don't let me no more. So go the fuck on, roll out. See, I think women tend to go ahead.
I was gonna say let's go into the comments real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm quite sure we got a lot of them.
So Sharice said, Mike said a true statement. The guy may not be getting what he need at home. My boy not doing what he normally do behind closed doors, but he's just dealing with it. And then, 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 and then,
Yeah, it is definitely layered.
And then
So
when Zudi was going into about how if you keep saying something and then y'all mentally check out, Chanel said, and if you still doing the same dumb shit we asked you to stop doing. So that's why they just gonna stop saying something.
what's your opinion from your perspective?
In terms of on what aspect of the question? Which
The
one?
whole general. It's a lot of layers. It definitely is a lot of layers.
We're still on the forgive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you be willing to forgive
If you forgive, I mean, like you said, it's just like you've all already said, you forgive, but you will not forget. If you truly forgive, I feel like there's like a little, like when it's still fresh, like, you know, a little time like hasn't really gone by yet, and so like say something might happen and they might bring it up. But if we're talking about like 6-7 months has gone by and you still bringing up that same issue, then you clearly haven't forgiven me.
Oh, I switched it up.
Understand she can get her lick back. That's all it is. Actually, if you really want to break it all down, she'll just end up getting her lick back.
All right, so
Women can't beat you, so that's all they can do.
So I'm glad that this kind of rolls into our final topic, because it's something going around saying a good woman is a difficult woman. And if you don't want a difficult woman, then get a basic woman.
Who the fuck said that?
Then get a basic woman.
agree with that.
No, that's what's going around.
You
So,
agree with that?
A little bit.
huh? What you say?
So I agree with that a little
I
bit.
agree with it. I don't agree with that.
I think
So
I'm surprised you
understand what the I don't agree with that. Understand what does the word difficult mean? First of all, I need us to start thinking before we make these memes and these phrases. Can somebody look up the word difficult real quick, just for
let's see.
shits and giggles?
But break that down.
Oh, we about to break it down after we get
the
the meaning.
definition of difficult is needing much effort or skill to accomplish, deal with, or understand.
Okay, needing much effort. So understand, if I have an issue of understanding you, dealing with you, and accomplishing something with you, that's not what who wants that? Who wants that? We should have a common goal and an understanding. Now, what makes her basic? Because she's not difficult.
So I think that the way that they worded that was a little off for that one, but I think that they are saying that you want somebody that's going to challenge you to be better and to be greater and everything else. Because if you just have old Sally that's just basic, she's going to allow you to stay where you are and be content with where you are.
So she has to be difficult to challenge you to be better.
That's what I say. I feel
don't
like
think
the
that's what that
wording.
means.
That's what I said. I feel like the wording.
I'm gonna tell you what I got from
is
that.
different.
I got from that she's not gonna listen to you. She's not gonna listen to everything you say. She's not gonna allow you to be the head leader. She's not going to allow you to be that man that you need to be to get to y'all common goal. The word difficult, that's what I get from it.
I don't think that it was
And
worded that
basic,
way.
what makes her basic? Because she's letting you lead? Because she going with the flow?
They call that ad hominem, actually.
You see?
It's called
We
ad
can't hear you.
When you ever,
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
These are ad hominem statements from people where if you want to be difficult and everything, because people don't like that actually, what you do is call a girl basic because you're kind of downplaying them and things like that when it's kind of like,
Come right here real quick.
oh shit, man. What's going on?
No, you can come right here and talk for a second.
No, I can stay right here.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's like, it's kind of one of them things. It's like, you know, whether it be race, whether it be whatever, cultures, anything, it seems like certain people kind of want to be like, if you want to be like that, then you ain't with this. When it's like, it's all universal, man. Like, you know what I mean? People are really universal. And, you know, it's like if people want to self-inflate and say they're difficult for whatever reason they want to say it, and they want to say whatever, hey, that's fine. Anyone can, it's relative. Anyone can be difficult. But I just never thought it was cute for anyone to kind of, you know what I'm saying? I would never tell everybody, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, I like you a lot, but just know I'm a fucking bastard.
So would you say?
You know what I mean? Hey, you can't handle that? Hey, you can't handle the fact that I'm a bastard? I'm a sorry motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I would never, you know, do that because I don't want to be handled, and I wouldn't want to handle my spouse.
That's a good word. That's a good word. Use handle.
I handle my animals. I'm not going to handle my spouse.
That's right.
But most people are not going to tell you.
Control, you control animals.
You control animals, but you don't control people. But well, you got some people that try. But most people.
Some women want to be controlled, though.
Yeah, but most people are not going to come into the picture saying, "Oh, just to let you know, I'm a little on the difficult side," knowing in the back of their mind that they difficult as shit.
But that's
You
what
know
I'm
if
saying,
you're
is, what do you
difficult or not.
consider to be difficult to me?
I'm gonna tell you what I consider difficult.
That's
I'm gonna tell you what I consider difficult. A woman that doesn't know when to chill the fuck out and let that shit be. That's one. Like if we going and we get into it, and I say, you know what, fuck it, let that be it. I don't want to argue no more. I don't want to do this no more. This woman wanna. That's being difficult. Because if I, as a man, can swallow my pride and my wrongs, a woman should be able to swallow hers and her wrongs too. And we all know that men are always wrong, women are always right. You know, we know that going into the game. We know that coming into the game with y'all. That's why we're not trying to match our energy. Another thing I consider difficult is when this woman says what she wants, and she's telling you, this is what I want. This is the man I need you to be. And when you're not at that height and you're not being that man at the moment, she ready to back out. See, understand, we all got to get to our levels. We all got to get there. So some people will say, a woman will say, I don't want to deal with you if you're not here yet. Then say that. Like, let it be known. Let that woman say, I don't want to deal with you until you become this man. But most women not going to say that. They're going to say, oh, I'm willing to grind it out with you and be with you. But if you don't really mean that shit.
So my thing is, and that's why I said I interpret it differently, because I say iron sharpens iron, right? So not necessarily they're saying is someone that's going to fight you on all your battles, but this person is going to push you. They're going to call you out on your bullshit and say, hey, you're fucking up. You need to do better. Let's get this together.
I think every man want that.
That's what I'm saying is I don't think they worded that right as far as difficult as in that you're not going to listen or that you're not going to lead behind them, but that somebody that's going to challenge you and challenge you to be a better person.
So you keep saying better person. That sounds like, challenge me in bettering myself in my career.
Better you.
Yeah, better.
So that could be for your career. That could be for anything that you're trying to do.
This should only be for my career or my health or something like that. You can't challenge me to change who I am. But if you've been with me for who I am.
Challenge you to change who you are, but they're challenging you to be the better version of you.
Who makes that? Who determines who's the better version?
If you say that this is what you're looking for and this is what you aspire to be, so then I'm gonna push you for that.
Yeah, that's in my careers and my goals.
Correct.
Can you make somebody what you want them to be?
No. Go ahead. He had something to say.
Oh, well, I'll answer that real quick. No, you can't. And the reason why, especially, I'm a motivational speaker to some, and I realize that you can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves. That's just 1,000%. That's just how it goes. But I wanted to go back to the question, or go back to the situation. Let's reverse these roles. Let's just straight up reverse these roles, and you see how. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess like demonstrative a female could be. By saying, hey, expectations, this, that, the third, communication, handling, controlling, woo, 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 woo. All right, let's reverse all that. Now I'm saying that. That's it. That's it.
No,
that's it.
right.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
No, that's it. Or he's saying.
But men do have their expectations.
If everybody, hey, no. But if I literally came on here straight up, yo, because these girls can't handle me, because what I expect is excellence, and I'm excellent.
So guess what?
She ain't got that shit.
Juice made a point.
Me.
Juice made a point. He said,
"Come on, man."
He said something. He said he don't need a mother. He already had one. So a woman's first word is, "I'm not your mother." That's what a woman will always say. But she's really trying to be your mother.
Nah.
Real quick comment. So Ms. Haiti said,
nobody.
Ms. Haiti said, I agree. I agree in challenging to be a better person. Yeah, definitely. You definitely want to. I wouldn't say challenge though. Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be challenging? You don't have to challenge me. You can speak to me. You can talk to me. We can have that conversation. But why do you have to challenge me?
Sometimes most conversation doesn't have to
most
be.
People, real quick. Most people will feel a certain way if they feel like they're being challenged. Would y'all agree? Like, if you feel like you're being challenged as far as in a relationship.
No, because if it's my significant other and they're trying to push me to that for something that I said that I want, and they're giving me information that's going to help me get to where I am, and if I'm fucking up and they come at me hard, then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna eat that.
But you know what it boiled down to? Knowing when to, you know what it boiled down to? Knowing when to shut the fuck up and stop nagging about it. That's what it boiled down to. Push that man. Challenge him to be the best. Challenge him to be great. But some women, I think, don't know when enough is enough and when to cut that shit off.
What's your interpretation of challenging, though? So,
right,
because it could be two different interpretations.
So let's say this. Say you said that you want to start a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been talking about this for months. You got products, you got this.
You said business,
that,
right?
Correct.
That's what I said. Go ahead.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been talking about this. You've started your business inside the house, and you be like, okay, I want to do a storefront, right? But yet something keeps holding you back. Something, you're not pushing yourself as much as you were before. So we're going to have those conversations, because I'm going to pull it back to you and said, hey, this was the goal that you said that you set. You know what I'm saying? And right now, you're not doing what you said that you was going to do to set these goals. So tell me, like, what can I do to support you? But what also is going on with you to make you feel like you're like, why
now,
did you
are
stop?
you saying it like that? Is that the way you're delivering it? 9 times out of 10, a lot of the time.
No, that is
I'm
the way
not
that I
saying you.
deliver
I'm not
it.
saying
Yes.
you. But a lot of times I'm gonna be, well, I thought you was gonna.
No.
Well, can you will yourself a better job with this? Can you will yourself a better job?
No.
I mean, it's all on how you say it. It's all on your presentation and your delivery. But again, you said business. Now you're gonna challenge him to be better, but it's the other part of the challenge that is the being difficult that we have the issue with. And that's if I say, baby, look, now ain't the time. Let's do this instead. This is the better move, whether it be financial or whatever. You chose me to be that leader. Why are you challenging me now?
Allow me to be that leader. Don't challenge me in a form of disrespect.
But what do you consider a form of disrespect? Because I feel like a lot
challenging. What the fuck?
No, when you just say don't challenge you in the form of disrespect, then I'm like, if you say, baby, we can't do this right now, is challenging him her asking why?
Hell yeah.
How is that challenging?
I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on.
How's that challenge? If
It's all on how you say it.
Hold on, y'all.
It's all on how you say it.
When your mama told
just sit over here.
not to go outside.
Sit talk that shit over here.
When your mother said now's not the time to go outside, stay in the house. If you ask her why, you was challenging. Am I right?
No. Exactly.
No, you're an adult now and we're in a relationship together. And if I tell you,
I can't hear you, Kim. I can't hear you, Kim.
see, there we go.
Sorry,
I'm not a kid. See, this is where y'all women kill me. Again, you chose this man to lead. Now you want to talk about how you ain't a child. Come on, man.
At the end of the day, you gotta you give the same respect that you get.
We get that.
But I'm not gonna ask you if I can go outside, just like you're not gonna ask me if I can. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. Do what you do and do it respectfully. Period. That's it. Like, but I don't need permission. Just like you don't need permission to be grown.
I do.
If you married, you need permission to do certain things.
I do. I gotta ask my wife if I can go to the club.
Like what?
I mean, it's a conversation, but it's permission.
Exactly. Hey, you could call it tomato or tomato. So you can say that you're conversating, but in actuality, it's permission. And I ain't trying to be funny. But if I say, hey, baby, I'm going to hang out with the fellas tonight, I'm kind of telling you. But guess what? If she say, nah, you need to...
If she say, where y'all going, is that challenging?
No.
Okay,
it's respectful. But if I tell her, baby, don't spend this, we got something coming up, and she say, well, why I can't just, that's challenging.
I mean, but
and it's being disrespectful.
Absolutely, because you done told her don't spend it because we got the.
That's all I was saying.
That's it.
That's what I meant.
But that's not asking if you can go outside. That's saying, look, don't spend this because this is for X, Y, and Z. Did y'all see that thing on the internet where this dude, he was saving for his child's, I don't know everything. He was saving for his child's surgery, and the girlfriend went and took the money out of his account and got her butt done.
I
saw something similar to that, but yeah, I did.
Now that's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that lines for divorce?
Absolutely.
But was it a girlfriend or was it his
Or
wife?
breaking up?
It was a
Whatever you wanna call
girlfriend
it.
because it wasn't the baby mama. Because he was like, "Oh, my baby mama gonna kill me," because
Okay.
the kid needed a surgery or something, and they were saving money for this kid's
So hold
surgery.
up. I'm like, if y'all dating, why does she have access to your
I
account?
want to know if you can do whatever the fuck you want to do whenever you feel like it. Why be with somebody?
But to answer your question, it all depends on how deep that relationship.
I'm serious,
No, I
though.
agree, but it all depends on how deep that relationship is.
That she
So
goes into the account and takes money that you know that you're spending for a surgery to get your ass.
no, that wasn't the question I was answering. I was answering the question. No, I was answering the question of why did you say, well, if they're not married, if they're in a relationship, why did she have access to the account? It depends on that relationship, how deep it is. That if she got access to the account. Now, as far as spending the money on a surgery, hell no, that's the lines.
It's how deep her fucking throat is.
No, that's the lines of breaking up.
That right there will get your cash app pulled and all that right there.
I want to know if you think you could do whatever you want and go wherever the fuck you want. You need to be single.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think that it's all on interpretation. In my opinion, it's definitely all on interpretation. In my opinion.
As far as
the difficulties and challenging, when we're speaking of challenging challenges, it's all on how you deliver, in what way you're challenging. That's all.
Yeah, see, it's all relative because to tell you the truth, till this, since I've been sitting here, I haven't really heard any challenges. I've just heard being challenging and difficult. But I haven't heard really what one is other than nagging. If nagging is a challenge, I can drink out of that. Right? I have a lot of 1,000 square feet. I can get the fuck away.
So let me say this. There's certain things I shouldn't challenge my wife on either. See, this is my thing. I think us men, we understand the assignment when we saying what we want y'all to do as far as don't challenge me, don't do this, don't do that. Because we know when not to do it with you. Like if all the girls is in the living room and they chilling, I'm not coming out there having a seat with the girls and all in their business and all that. All right, baby, y'all good? Y'all need something? I'm going in the back.
But
it's about knowing.
Who does that with their husband and all their friends?
Oh, it's women that
Some
don't
people
know.
do.
Come, Zooty? Zooty?
Miss Haiti said
If
encourage.
you don't
gotta
know,
encourage instead of
I don't
challenge.
know.
I'm not doing that.
You're missing
Hey,
it. 'Cause there's a lot of women that don't know.
That's a wholesome woman right there, man. She ain't never seen
Don't
nothing like
fall
that,
for the
man.
bullshit.
Hey, she wholesome as shit,
fall
dog.
for that
She don't know
bullshit.
nothing about anything you're talking about, man.
All right, so this is our bottom line segment. So, Ms. Zudi, what we got for the bottom line this week?
Why you just threw me under the bus really quickly?
Huh?
Give me one second.
I was pointing to the
But
screen.
while you waiting
My
for her to
bad.
pull that up,
Go ahead.
y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Keep tuning in.
Yes.
Definitely. And Buddha Speaks will be coming soon. So make sure y'all
It's
tune in.
already here.
Okay, my bad. Buddha Speaks is here.
We just ain't picked the day yet, and we waiting for Zooty to get her life in order.
So
Since I'm finally out of
she finally had a Facebook jail.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Oh,
I just
really?
I had to make a whole new page. So technically, my birthday is the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Don't y'all forget that again.
Lord have mercy.
November.
Of November.
Yeah.
So why you bring that
Such a
up?
young woman.
You saw it again?
I'm just curious. Why did you bring that up? That your
Because y'all
birthday?
forgot. No, it's on the page.
Oh yeah. We got that, but yeah, Buddha Speaks.
That
Buddha
makes
Speaks
sense. Okay.
is here, and Mizzuti back. So we're about to have that show running. We're gonna have something going on. Y'all tune into that page. That's at Buddha Speaks on YouTube, and that's at Buddha Speaks on Facebook,
All right, so here we go.
and at Buddha Speaks on Instagram.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, Ms. Zudi, let me start by saying Happy New Year. I'm writing to secure advice regarding a difficult situation I'm currently facing. My stepfather, who raised me as his own, has been recently caught cheating on my mom. This revelation has left me feeling betrayed and confused. I'm unsure how to navigate this complex situation because growing up, my stepfather was always there for me, providing me love, support, and guidance. He treated me as if his own flesh and blood, and I consider him my dad. At times, I've become closer to him than my own mother. However, after discovering his infidelity has shattered the things and images I've had of him, and it's left me questioning everything. I'm torn between my loyalty to my mom and the bond that I share with my dad. On one hand, I feel a strong sense of obligation to support my mother during this difficult time. She's devastated and heartbroken, and I want to be there for her. On the other hand, I'm struggling to come to terms with the fact that the man that I thought I knew so well has been leading a double life, and I'm unsure how to confront him about his actions. Part of me wants to express my disappointment and anger, while another part of me fears that doing so will irreparably damage our relationship. I also worry about the impact of this situation on my younger siblings who are unaware of my father's infidelity. Ms. Zudi, how would you handle the situation? How can I support my mom while she's addressing her feelings of being betrayed? Should I confront my stepfather? If so, how do I preserve our relationship, and how do I protect my younger siblings from getting hurt in this situation?
Oh,
Was she 14?
I got a question.
You said,
How old
huh?
is she? Was she 14?
He, and he's an adult.
Okay, if he's an adult,
Fucking worse.
if he's an adult,
How old is he?
I don't know. He doesn't.
it don't say.
But he's
But if he's an adult, then he's worried about an alliance or an allegiance before he found out what the problem was, first of all. See, this is my thing. When I was a kid, I used to, man, my dad left my mom, and he's a bad man, and da-da-da-da-da. But guess what happened? I became an adult and started dealing with women.
You might have talked to Dad.
And I learned that shit like this happens. So, if he's an adult, then he need to, first of all, find out what happened. Now, is it a good excuse for infidelity? No, but shit fucking happens. And it happened for a reason. So first, find out what's going on. And you don't have to form an allegiance. If my mom cheat on my dad or my dad cheat on my mom, I don't have to form an allegiance. Long as they both still loving me, I'm going to still love them. I don't have to pick a side.
But what if they're trying to make you choose a side?
A real parent ain't going to do
Not
that.
doing that.
A real parent not going to do that.
A hurt parent would. Yes, they would.
Yeah, if a parent try to make you choose a side, then you need to choose the other side from the parent that tried to make you do that.
A bitter parent.
That's what I said. A
Hey, you're saying a
hurt.
bitter parent, you're saying a woman.
A hurt.
No,
No, because it could be a man too.
Can we get young Willis? You want to comment on this, please?
It definitely is possible. Like you said, a bitter parent would do that. I've seen it happen. I very much have seen it happen. You know, they try to pick. They want you to pick between one or the other, and that's really it.
That's foul.
You would think it's impossible, but I have very much seen it happen.
So if that ever happens, I would say you make them feel like an idiot by saying, "Are you really asking me to choose as an adult, as my parent? You're asking me to choose." Again, because when you're a child, you don't know better. Like I just gave you a prime example. As a kid, I thought my dad was a bad man because him and my mom didn't work out. But as I grew older, I started seeing that my mom get on my goddamn nerves sometimes. I love her to death, but she's still a woman. So, I mean, no shade,
The
but
courts make the kids choose. Like at 13, they make them choose.
that's wrong.
So
That's
between
fucked up.
each parent, but
Yeah.
the point is
But the fact that he grown and he feel like he need to choose, he's throwing me off in that letter. He's grown.
But you still have allegiance to this person. I think the thing that he's torn about is because this is his stepfather.
Yeah,
Right.
but did his stepfather raise him?
He raised
So
him.
that's his father.
So,
First of all,
but then you know how some parents, especially if he already said that his mom's hurt and she's angry, so I'm pretty sure words probably came out to her or to him as if it like that's your stepfather, so you should choose me over him,
that's fucked up.
over me. So
Nah,
that's why you be careful when you're taking care of other people's kids.
Yeah, man.
but yeah, me personally, I would say I would just have to have that conversation with my parents and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? I built a relationship with this person. and just because y'all relationship didn't work, I'm not going to pick a side. Because sometimes we do want to pick a side because that's our biological parent. But at the same time, if you built something with this person and they are almost like a biological parent, then you shouldn't have to choose, and you shouldn't feel guilty for letting that parent know, hey, I'm not choosing.
Look, if that
I love y'all the same.
So the other question,
and clothed them, and you was living under my house, I'm your goddamn daddy.
So the other question he said is, should he confront him? And if he does confront him, how should he confront him about the situation without disrepairing the
confront him and be prepared to get his ass whooped? Because if you confront me about me and my wife business and you my child, I'm going to knock you upside your head. So you confront me if you want. You stay out of grown folk business, first of all. What's me and your mama got going on ain't your business.
He's grown.
Fuck, he ain't that grown. He's not grown compared to that letter. That letter makes it sound like he's still in a child's mind. Honestly.
But it's not necessarily, you don't have to confront. You can just have a conversation. Actually, I think
it's not your place.
It's still confronting.
But if that's my mom, yeah, definitely your choice of words. But if that's my mom and you did something to my mom or something to damage the family, that's a conversation that I feel like we should have. Now, how the delivery on that conversation is can possibly determine the outcome. So me personally, I want to have a conversation like, well, look, tell me what's going on. What happened? Why did this, some people can, some people can't.
I'll let him come to me and do that. Let him be a man and come to you. Yeah. Let him be a man.
Skrilla, I can't hear you.
He don't. He's a blade if you ask me.
But what you say, Skrilla?
Evidently, he's not fucking hoes. Evidently, he's not fucking hoes or any of that stuff. No dude for real. Even the biggest mama's boy in the world ain't gonna go, especially to a step pop. Not even his biological, his step pop. To be like, so why did you fuck girls with my mom? It just sounds so goddamn limp-wristed, homie.
But you just said,
come on, man, come on. Hey, yo, you laughing because I'm lying, right? Hey, your step pop step out on your mom. Are you gonna confront him?
That's his father.
As an adult.
His stepfather.
Yes. If he raised him.
No. Stop. Now the semantics. This is semantics. It's still a stepfather. He might have raised him and everything, but still. Are you going to do that? That's what I'm asking. Are you going to confront him that he got pussy?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Conversation.
Okay, so when you do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Got him.
Now we're talking to you. I'm talking to you as a man.
Okay.
Because now as a man, you're going to go to this man. And ask him, why did you do this?
2 pieces and a biscuit.
Versus, your mother told you what happened.
Yeah, nigga.
Your mother, he ain't beat your mother no nothing. Mom's left. She rolled out. Let that man, if y'all have a relationship, you let him come to you. Because there's no way you're going to go to him and say, why you cheat on my mother? It's not going to come out right.
And why wouldn't it? If you know how to communicate, I can communicate and have that conversation. Yeah, let me holler at you. Let's have a conversation. I want to talk to you about something.
And you know what he gonna say?
That's already coming.
He gonna say you ever did something. He gonna ask you a question, and when you answer that question, he ain't got nothing else to say to your simple ass for asking him that.
You never know. You putting yourself, like I said, that conversation is all on how you handle the conversation. It could go totally left. Or
why not let him come to you about it? I think you just, as long as it wasn't no physical abuse, you stay out of that grown folk business.
Yeah, man.
For real.
It's dick pussy shit.
Yeah, that's being. You're already coming.
I understand what you're saying.
So you basically already picked your side.
No, I understand.
The way you coming at it.
I understand where you coming from. When you definitely let that happen. But at the same time, if I want to kind of get to the bottom to find out what happened,
but what does that change?
It may be a conversation.
You got some comments in there.
What does that change?
What's the comments?
You finding out what happened. What does that change?
You can't be. You can't be biased just because it's your mother, Joe.
No, I'm not saying be biased.
No, I'm just saying in general. Yeah, you can't be, especially when you know you a man and you done did shit. Let's be realistic. Keep that shit a stack.
I'm being realistic for me.
Not you.
I'm being realistic for me. It might be a conversation that I may need to have to give myself inner peace. Go into the comments.
But why?
All right, so Dom said, so this is when we first started. Dom, still assuming this is a child. He said that child needs to stay in a child place. Their relationship ain't his. Well, then that's also
stay in a child's place, right?
Yeah. And then in terms of when we were talking about making them choose, Chanel said a parent should never make a child choose a side because the child has nothing to do with what happened in the parent's relationship. And then Dom said cheating doesn't make them a bad parent; it makes them a bad partner.
Yes.
That's yeah.
That's the fact.
T said it's easy to say I'm not choosing. Y'all figure that shit out.
Yeah.
And T's also said, "Oh nah, I'm not picking.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh nah, I'm picking my mother over a stepdaddy. I'm picking pops over a stepmother." So he's saying so. If it brought down to choose, he's definitely he's going with the blood.
The parent.
Uh,
But if you know that your biological parent was, say, just hypothetical, they were dead ass wrong, and not saying the specific situation, but they were dead ass wrong, are you going to choose them?
Yeah, you would.
No.
Because you going to confront that man for getting some pussy.
I didn't say confront. I said have a conversation.
No, I mean, all
said have
jokes
a
aside.
conversation.
So,
All
but
jokes aside, I'm just
listen,
joking.
if it was vice versa, right? Would you confront? Would you do that for your for your
not
father?
asking
Would you
either
confront his
or.
wife?
I'm not asking my mother why she cheated, and I'm not asking my father why they cheated. Grow the fuck up. And I'm talking about to the person in this letter. Grow the fuck up and know that life happens. You're being biased. If you're going to say, I'm going to do this, because again, if you're not the perfect man, don't ask another man why he did anything wrong in a relationship.
Now,
and that's just being realistic. Just because it's your mother or your father. Long as they ain't put their hands on her, stay out of that shit. For real.
Now,
we
Millie-
got to be realistic. Because the same way you cheat on somebody, they cheated on your mother. You cheated on somebody's mother too. What the fuck?
What if he hasn't?
Hey, real quick.
What if he hasn't?
All niggas stay.
Real quick, Millie, let me ask. So I just want to get a reason why I keep coming to you about this, because you are of a different generation. So I want to get your aspect on that as far as your generation. So give me.
I mean, just my look on it is pretty much the same as everyone else is in here. I mean, as long as nobody touched my mother,
Right.
and then
Come on, man.
did disrespected her, called her out her name, did something to where like you realize, like what I'm saying, like disrespecting my mom's. I mean, cheating on her is disrespecting too. But like I said, but I'm not dating my mother, and I'm not in it. That has nothing
And you
to do
don't know
with me.
why.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm having that conversation.
Then what's the conversation gonna prove? You ain't gonna punish her. Hold up. So let's say you sit down. You sit down and say, "Why you cheat on my mom?" And we gonna fuck your head up because she stopped sucking my dick. Did you want to hear that?
Yeah.
Did you want to hear that? I mean, come on, y'all think. I'm not asking him why he cheated on my mom.
I might have to give
why
him a
you
pound.
cheated on my mom? Because she don't let me fuck her this way no more. You don't want to hear that, so stay out of the fucking business. Long as he ain't put his hands on your mother, stay in your fucking lane, because you're getting out of your lane at that point.
Okay. So
And that's just being real about it, because you're only doing it because this was your mother, and you're supposed to protect your mother. You're supposed to love your mother. I get that, but you're not protecting her by asking another man why he cheated when she already left him. Now you doing overkill. She'd already left him. Sit your ass down somewhere.
And my man told you sit your ass down.
can't hear you. Can't hear you.
What if he did?
And if he was to tell you, sit your ass down, young bull, you can't tell him, you can't control me.
Shit. Yes, I can.
You could. Guess what? I know what real step pops out here would do, because remember, he ain't yours.
Hey, Skrilla,
You ain't his.
Skrilla, real quick, man. Let them know. Do you want to put your business out there?
Sure, fuck it. Hey, if you guys, if you guys are ever in Uptown DC, and you guys are into recreational medicinal services,
Yes, sir.
as in cannabis and psilocybin. We probably have the best psilocybin, and I mean, just all you gotta do is put in Mushrooms DC. You see my company, well, not even my company. It's the company I work for, PromocoDC.net. Straight up, we're right on the border of Adams Morgan and DuPont Circle. So yeah, we uptown with with the other side, but hey, we do our thing.
You need a
Shit like
card
that.
or anything?
I might have cards in the car. I'll check it out.
No, I'm talking about to deal with you. Is it any?
No, nothing. No, nothing. No, we're a really small crew. You know, we all love each other, man. I mean, it's a rainbow coalition of people who basically we're all outcasts and stuff like that. But now we're getting rich. So
That's what's up. We're gonna go this way. Any you got anything for the blast report, bro?
Last report. I'm gonna shout out Aldi's. Aldi's, the grocery store.
I respect Aldi's. Say your shit. Talk your shit.
Just because, man, I went in there the other day and I got a good amount of food for $100, and it's almost impossible to do that nowadays. So I'm
nigga, I'm with you.
Look, you should have seen the way this nigga came home, though.
Came home, I said, shit.
That's right.
He came home. Hey, man, I went to Aldi. Hey, I got all this.
You motherfucking right.
Got
All
my
these is for the
protein,
people.
got my snacks,
All these is
everything.
for the people. It might not be name brand, but they are for the people.
Yeah, no,
I'm with you on
I
that.
love all these. I'm
Fuck
ain't gonna
yeah.
lie, especially during these times. Hell yeah.
Man, you got the other ones.
Real quick, I'ma say, if y'all haven't checked this out, go check out the movie. What's the name of the movie? That's so sad. I don't forget.
Book of Clarence?
No, the Book of Clarence. I went to see that. That was alright. It was cool. But American Fiction was off the chain. Like, go support that movie because it was definitely a great movie.
What is that? I ain't even heard about it.
I can't even remember the main character's name, but
What's it about?
it's about this author who he's an author and he's written a few books, but they haven't got really recognized, and so his publicist is telling him he needs to write something more black. So he does that as a joke, and it goes viral. It goes bananas.
Okay, shout out to that.
So it was a great movie. I saw that, and I'm going to see the origin this week, and I'll let y'all know how that was. But that was a great movie. And yeah, that's my blast report. That was a really great movie.
Hey, I'm gonna go with Young Millie on that Aldi's because the way life been lifing lately, Aldi's been saving the day. I got 2 big boys. Actually, I got 3 living with me right now. I got my oldest son staying with me too. So right now, the grocery bill is a motherfucker. And I remember when me and moms would go to Shoppers on a Saturday morning back in the early 90s, late 80s, $200 filled up the whole house. I go to Shoppers now, $200 get me 3 bags.
If that. And
I mean, back in the day.
It's gonna get you 3 handfuls because you ain't getting you ain't getting bags no more.
Shit, we went to the Shoppers. You know what? I was living in Temple Hills back then. Yeah, it was Rivertown. Yeah, Rivertown.
You know you can still do the $10 off if you.
The $10 don't save shit, especially when that motherfucking bill come up to $320. Now it's $310. But so I'm with you on this blast report to Aldi's, and we need more. We need more places like Aldi's. But
Lidl.
Fuck Lidl. I don't like Lidl.
They associated. I think they used to be
backwards. Lidl sucks versus Aldi.
I think Lidl is better.
Aldi's produce is like that.
No.
Lidl's produce is a tad bit
And
better.
Aldi's got the pause. Aldi's got better meat than Lidl. Pause again.
He like they meat.
I said pause 3 times. Y'all not gonna play with me on that one. Y'all not gonna play with me on that one. Matter of fact, fuck it. I shouldn't even say it.
I'm sorry, I'm a tad bit immature.
Go ahead, Zuni.
Quick thing though, this weekend, if you guys don't know, is Baltimore Restaurant Week. So definitely check that out. A lot of black restaurants
If you want to get shot,
that are
go and check it out.
amazing. So one of my favorites, which is Water for Chocolate. You said what?
No, go ahead.
I think it's on the list too. So if you're in the city, definitely check out some of the restaurants that are on.
What's some of your favorite spots out there? Because I don't know nothing about the food scene out there, but I heard it's good food out there.
Poppy Cuisine is really good.
Poppy Cuisine.
Water for Chocolate. Those are 2 black-owned restaurants too. Water for Chocolate. There is this, because I like some of the little hole-in-the-wall places too. So there is.
It's a little seedy out there in Baltimore, doesn't it?
No,
It's a
no,
little seedy?
no. So they they actually are putting a lot of stuff in Baltimore now. So they have a lot of different markets that have a bunch of different restaurants and bars, like our house.
Hey, so look,
Yeah.
let's challenge. I challenge y'all in the group. Do a I'm from so and so. Of course, I like that little thing that's going on around right now. Have y'all seen that? Okay, so it's a little thing going on right now.
yeah, I know
Where the
what you're
guy
talking
says, "I'm from Baltimore." Of course, I say "dummy." I'm from Baltimore. Of course, I catch the train to Dundalk and say I'm from. Yeah, I like that. So man, y'all give us y'all best one. I like that. That's a funny little
Let's
thing.
do that next week.
That's funny.
We're gonna do that next
We
week
do
on
it from
air.
our hometown.
You do it
or
from your hometown.
Wherever,
Yeah.
wherever.
Okay.
Well, then I'm stuck.
Yo, you gotta say son and B and all that.
I'm from-
But you really don't know if you from New York or DC. You claim like both.
I do, because I was born and partially raised in New York, but I was majority raised here.
Right.
So
what do you really claim?
Both.
You got to pick one.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick an allegiance.
to be 100% honest, if I had to pick one, I would have to pick here, Maryland, because I've been here since I was for the past 30-something years. So, what's that? I never got this right. You know how they say I'm from such and such by way of? How does that order go? You remember back on the Apollo, we used to watch the Apollo, and they were like, yeah, I'm from New York by way of Chicago or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
They may live at that specific city right then, but then they were born in Chicago.
So then I would say I'm from Maryland by way of New York?
New York. Yeah.
Okay. I never knew how to get that right. So then I guess I would say I'm from Maryland by way of New York. So
You know how DC cats get that?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Maryland DC cats. I ain't from around here.
But so if y'all want to check us out, y'all make sure y'all check us out every first and third Thursday right here at Bar 210. The drinks are great, off the chain. The owner is wonderful. She is the best, Miss Kim. And
Shout out to Miss Kim.
Shout out to Miss Kim. She gonna have y'all twisted. I'ma tell you. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check us out. ChopinItUp Radio, the show that goes when you take it. We will catch y'all next week. Oh, real quick, if y'all got something for the Blast Report out there that's watching, y'all make sure y'all put it in the comments so we can throw that out there too. Y'all are a part of the Blast Report too.
And the businesses, so we can.
And businesses. Any businesses, let us know. Let us know you got a business. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. We out. Peace.
Were we already off?